I don't even have a script for this. I am winging it because I sound like someone reporting the news if I read off a script. So get ready for that. Anyway, hello everybody. This is Vida from Dimensional Ladies here, and we're going to be doing a completely different video, but I feel like it would be very helpful for a bunch of people in general, in my opinion. It would have helped me. But hey, I winged the shit out of it. It worked somehow, I don't know. But this is a video on how to set up your VGen account. This is specifically when you get your code through legal means. Staring at you for that. Legal means. When you get your code, when it comes to VGen, you will be able to sell on your account. You can make an account in general on VGen, but you won't be able to sell. You'll basically just be a buyer, a client account. But when you get your code, proving in whatever way possible that you are indeed a legit user, not an AI person or a bot or a scammer or whatever, that you're a legit artist, you will be able to sell on your VGen account. And this is basically a video that is just here to help you set up your account. Not how to, this isn't a video on how to get clients. This isn't a video on how to market. This isn't anything like that. This is just a video on how to set up your VGen account. Okay? But this probably will get kind of outdated in the future because they always update VGen with new and improved things. So for now, this is basically the latest version of VGen in 2025. Basically. I may jinx that. I may jinx that. But I'm just saying. Starting off, we have the account that I use, and we'll be using this as a complete way of showcasing everything. Now, I am an unverified artist on VGen, so this will be a complete how to set up your VGen seller account from an unverified artist as of making this video. Because I am like, it's so hard, okay? It's so hard to get that $100 goal. It's so hard. I know the struggles, guys. But, I thought it'd be easier to make it as an unverified artist. Just so you could see in advance. Because verified artists and star seller artists, they have completely different things. I am neither of those, because they have two completely different quests that you can see on Artist Dashboard. Now, to begin with, this will be a completely unedited video. This is just completely raw footage. No script. I'm f***ing winging it. But, as you can tell right off the bat, we have a little preview option, so you can see what the client would see, or just any account other than you in general. There's not much of a difference for this section of the shop, in all honesty. It's just not showing edit profile or your follower count or who you're following. It's not showing that at all. As you can tell, not much of a difference. So that just gets that out of the way so you're not confused. Like, what else is it hiding? It's kind of hiding something else, honestly. It's also hiding your saved section if you've got any private areas that you've got locked up. Or if you've got anything locked up, honestly. But that's just what it does. Just so we can get that out of the way if you're confused what that does. Next of all, none of that sentence made sense. Next, we have this little speech bubble here. I'm just gonna say it right off the bat, do not press this. Do not press this when making your new announcement unless you want every single one of your active clients that you're making commissions for in the process to get a DM of this announcement. I don't need to worry about that because I rarely get clients in general, but I'm just saying. When this was first announced, people got so confused and they got so scared when they accidentally DM'd it to all of their clients in one go. But with a max of 300 characters, you can do a little announcement in general, just like, hey, I've got a new sale open, or just something like this. Just like something small, something sweet. Editing your profile, you'll need to put your banner and your profile picture, which is just obvious in general, but the rule when it comes to VGen and doing this is that it has to be your art. It can't be someone else's art that you have as your profile picture or your banner. Even if it's credited, you can't do that. It's against the rules. It has to be your art because you're promoting your account for commissions and stuff. It kind of makes sense. Obviously, your username, your display name, if you have any badges from anything like milestones or just stream stuff that they've done in the past, you can put only one at a time or just none at all. Your description or bio. Now this one is your work queue. You can either have it hidden, you can either use the VGen queue, which is for commissions only. And mine looks like this. You either have the to the side area, you've got the waitlist, which is... The to the side is that it's a new request. The waitlist is that you've given the invoice and you're basically waiting. Obviously, your ready section is, oh, they've paid, you can start it now. And you can change it to work in progress, and you can have little sections like I've done, which is sketching, line art, and you've got sections for waiting for sketch input, waiting for line art input. I don't know why it's done it like this. I have the sketching and the sketch input right beside one another. Same with line art. I don't know why it's done this. We just ignore this. And it will look like this, which I find really cute. Now, the external link is also for your work queue, but that stuff's like for Trello. If you don't want to use the VGen queue and you have an actual one that's already being used, then boom, just put your Trello there and it'll alert the people that you just need to click. Now you can also give your links. You can give an infinite, there we go, infinite amount of links for your socials, your sections, areas, anything that you have. For me, Discord, my regular socials card, Ko-Fi for donations and memberships, which they don't have on VGen as of making this video. There is a feature, there is a request to have this feature being asked in the Discord server of this place. That they want a little section for donations, and there's a separate one for memberships. You can also not do gift cards on VGen. I'm just going to put that out right there. You can't use the services for gift cards. Why the hell did my brain just forget that word? You can't use the services for gift cards, and you can't use the shop products for gift cards. That's against the rules. You'll get in trouble. You can be reported for it. They don't have a section for gift cards, but that's also been asked in the server as well. You can have your Twitch and just any other social in general. And of course you can have your local time displayed in DMs and on your profile, or just not in general. And you can also show your languages, what you're capable of communicating in. As you can tell, I can only speak English because I'm native to it. But you can also have fluent, conversational, just native. I'm not fluent. I think that's obvious from how I've been speaking. Just because I'm native doesn't mean I'm fluent. Now, as you can tell, as an unverified artist, you have a maximum of 5 services to showcase publicly. But you can also have your custom inquiry, so technically you have 6 maximum. Technically. And with your shop section, if you wish to do that, you have a maximum of 20 products in general that don't count the sold. Sold does not count when it comes to products being shown. Thank gosh. But when it comes to open products, you have 20 maximum, and open commissions, you have 20, not 20, what the fuck? You have 5 maximum. I'm doing great, guys, I swear. It's 12. You can also, if someone is asking for commissions in like a Discord server or someplace and they've said what their currency is, there's a section where you can click on it and it will flip over. In my example, I am pound, Great British pounds, but if I switch over to the US dollars, then you will see it change. So you don't need to do calculating, it's just there as is. It'll also, I'm gonna have this move so you can see my head. It'll also show when certain services are going to be closing or how many slots are left in your services. So, and with products, you can either have them as one of a kind, which is just, oh, there's just that many amount and nothing more. In this case, there's just one and nothing else. Or you can have them permanently open with no specific amount set done. You can also have them for free, or as a pay what you want starting from free, or just paid in general. Now, the fun part. I've just started this section to get you to understand what it looks like here. Now the fun part. Artist dashboard. My throat hurts. Now, artist dashboard is probably the thing that you're gonna get the most confused about, especially if you're starting out. Don't worry. I think I had a stroke trying to understand this. And half the new stuff that I've easily understood was not there. Yay. Now, I unfortunately cannot show this section because, as you can tell, I have no commissions. But I can show everything else. Now, with portfolio, you, as an unverified artist, have a limited amount of portfolio that you can show. How many is that? Oh, I forgot. 20. You can only show 20 published portfolios. You can have them drafted, as you can tell from this example right here, just sitting in the middle. But you can only have 20 portfolio maximum. Wallet is basically for the VGen payment section, and also just to show all your transactions. I'm not gonna click on it, but that's what it is. Now your quests. The quest thing is what you're going to have to do, but I'm going to talk about that after, because that's like a completely different section in of itself, as you can tell. Discounts. As you can tell, you can have discounts for your services and your shop. Those are specifically a maximum of 30 days. You can only have them at a maximum of 30 days, and they are not discounts where it's like, oh, if your character is in like a specific fandom, then you get this discount. Something like that. You don't get that. This one's just like for all services and all shop products, or just certain services and certain shop products. We will get into what the fuck is going on here very soon. But and by very soon, I mean now, because this is even the fun part. You can make unlimited folders, which are basically like sections that you can put out for each area. And as you could tell in the profile, you could see them in the top right here and go to them by clicking them. As you can tell, boom. And it's the same for the shop section as well. As you can tell, this is Adoption Center, which is just like nothing rehoming. And if I click the Coming Soon Center, boom, all the way down. I know damn well I'm going to be talking for a while. So, that's what the folders do. You can scroll through them, as you can tell here. Now, there is one, I need to move out the way again, sorry. There is one called Other. You cannot decorate it, you cannot decorate the name, and you cannot get rid of it. In my opinion, just ignore it. Definitely in my opinion. I don't use it. I don't have a reason to use a folder called Other. Especially since, as you can tell, each one has their own dedicated section. You can also not decorate the name for custom inquiries. It's just stuck like that. But at least you can hide that one, or get rid of it. Now, I'm just going to put my head here. And remove my hat. Because there's a lot of shit. There we go. Now, with custom inquiries, you can just hide it all together. You can put it as unlisted, so nobody but people that have the link can see it, but you can't close it. You can put it on a wait list, but you can't close it. Technically, if you want to close it, then just press this button here, and technically that is closed mode. Still. Now, now, you may be wondering, how the hell do I have all this despite being an unverified artist? Good question. This wasn't a feature originally, but they put it at some point, and I am so goddamn glad, because I feel like I would have had a stroke if this didn't exist. Draft mode is a feature where it doesn't count. I have 5 services open, not counting the custom inquiries because that doesn't matter. But I have 5 services open. The rest are all in draft mode, and I still have hit the service limit reached. And yes, it says 5 total open, waitlist, closed, or unlisted. It doesn't mention drafted anywhere, because drafted doesn't count into the 5 limit slot. So, if you're unverified, you will be able to draft everything else ready for when you are verified, if you have a bunch of like stuff that you want to have ready. Like me in this case. And it's very, 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 very helpful. Having them in dedicated sections is also very helpful for people in general, especially if you've got so many like this. And to make it easier for people, in my opinion, separate... Oh shit. Separate your flats and your renders. Separate the flat-colored illustrations and the rendered illustrations the moment you can, especially when you are verified, as, in my opinion, it'll make it easier. Because forums are so fucking annoying. Because you need to like, fucking, oh my god. In this case, you don't need to add anything, like, too complicated when it comes to making the forms if you separate them like this. In my opinion, you don't need to worry about complicated forms, and it makes it easier for the clients as well if you don't have incredibly complicated forms. Now, let's click on one of the illustrations, because I feel like that would be one of the better ones to click on for one continuation of examples. The workflow is basically your queue in general, and that is required, so even if you do use Trello, you still need to put this in. Request form is also a requirement for a service, and it's basically if someone wants to commission you, they need to go through this form. Which is completely understandable in my opinion, so yeah. I can move myself up. There we go. Now there's a bunch of stuff that you need to think of when it comes to this. You need to think of a form name, so it's just like, you know which one's which when you go into the form section. Little personal note. You can flip it around, stuff like that. Even though I don't really use that section. The email you can make required for VGen users. I think that's in general though, so you can make it required for guests as well. It's like 12 AM for me when I'm trying to do this. Give me a break, but I don't want to redo it, because I know I'm going to forget to do this. This is required for VGen users in general, but if you want to add this for guests, you can. People that don't have accounts, we'll get into that later if you're worried about people not having accounts. You can collect their Discord, or you can require it. You can collect their Twitter, or you can require it. Same with Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube. I don't give a shit about Instagram. I don't have an account on there, so why the hell do I need to collect it? Now this one is something that you can't even delete. This one's a basic requirement, and clicking on that gradient information icon just gives all the information you need. And also you can give custom licenses. In this case, I have one for showcasing work in progresses to socials, which is a completely different thing just from monetization or branding in general. Because that's showing the work in progresses, which is completely different from finished products. Merchandising is quite understandable just from that word. You ever see merchandise of a VTuber or a YouTuber that you watch? That. Monetization, branding, that's also obvious. This one's a required thing, you can't get rid of it, sorry. You can either make it a fixed amount add-on or a percentage amount add-on. I do percentage for this. Makes it easier. Now, you can use my form. You can use my form when making these. Hell, if you want to completely copy it, go right fucking ahead. I don't care. If it helps, it helps. Now, when it comes to forums, in my opinion, I always put this at the start. How did you find me? And I give these little sections, and if it's none of them, do other. And then they can type it out. This is a requirement in my forums, and it basically helps me to know how I'm being heard of. And so far, all of them have been Discord. But it's very helpful. The second one, in my opinion, is also very helpful because I'm okay with either doing VGen DMs or Discord DMs, but I know people prefer one over the other. And the other is just in case they want both. They're okay with either. Now, next is the backgrounds, which is basically just, oh, do you want it transparent, no background, simple, abstract, or do you want a detailed / complex background, which can be classed as kind of like a scene, but not too much, because that's a completely different service of mine. And then that'll be an extra amount. If you wish to have multiple characters within the artwork, please state how many. If you wish to not have any multiple characters, then please keep it at 0. This little tinier section is the description, which you can add on or remove. This is something that I added recently. It is the quantity section. A very helpful thing in my opinion. Better than making a choice section and just having a fucking mirage. Next is the references and files, also a requirement. May I publicly stream / share this work with credit? Also a requirement. NDA basically means that you need to keep it private the entire time until they're okay with showing it or not. Obviously that's gonna add on a fee, and if they have a hard deadline they'll put it, and then just any other extra info. That is how I do my forums. Of course they differ depending on the service in question, but that's basically just the basics. And of course you can copy up that, edit it how you want. Terms of service is also a requirement. As you can tell, it's basically just your terms of service. And there's also the adopt, and there's also the adoptable equivalent / custom designed character equivalent, which is called the terms of use, TOU. And it's just to protect yourself and like what you do and what you don't do. It's just to protect yourself. Of course, the details are just the basics. What's the service's name? How much is the base price? What are the samples? Look at these beautiful samples! And the description is just like important. Like this is just put at the very top because it's important. Your turnaround time is your TAT or TAT. Read TOS, go through add-ons. This is the licenses. I put them right here just to get it out of the way, and the add-ons are also in the description just to get it out of the way. In my opinion, very important to just have it strapped bang on, all in the description, short and sweet, in each little section like this. You can also add them to discounts here right easily, and these are the search tags. You can have a maximum of 5. I do it like this. Nothing complex. Now you may be questioning what this section here is, and I will get it right away. Your start time is basically when the service opens. The end time is when the service closes. You can have it as open, waitlist, close, unlisted, or draft mode. And as you can tell, you can put them in folders. Notify followers on status changed, whether it's open or waitlisted, from closed or drafted, or unlisted, or whatever. Mark as sensitive content, which is not suitable for all audiences. Now you need to click on, you have to click on it just to see what those are, but those are suggestive, sexual nudity, which is 18+, and you will only be able to see it if you're 18+. So don't worry. If you don't have an account, you won't see it. You need to be 18+, you know, duh. Violence or gore or other, which could be just like phobias or something. Search category is shown instantly when you're making the service, but I'll show it anyway. And you can either make it discoverable in Marketplace or hidden in Marketplace, which, in my opinion, always keep it as discoverable in Marketplace, because you never know, someone may find it in Marketplace and want to commission you, even though it's better to advertise on socials and stuff like that about your VGen, because VGen is not a social media. Category, very easy, just type it out. What is it? It's an illustration. Boom. Subject. What do you draw? Humans? Humanoids? Anthros? Mechas? Ferals? I do all. I will do everything. I will do it. Movements. What is the type of art style that you're doing? Is it static? Is it ready for animation? Or is it already animated when it's commissioned? What are the crops? Is what you're drawing a headshot icon? Is it bust up? Is it a half body? Is it a thigh body? Is it a full body? Is it an eye banner? Or is it something else? Are there any backgrounds? Is it a sprite, simple background, or is it a complex scene? What is your style? Is it anime, manhwa, manhwa? I know there's a difference between the two, but they're scrunched together right now. Is it cartoon? Is it 90s anime? Retro vintage? Meme materials? Semi-realistic? Abstract? Or something else? In my opinion, it's always best to do one of those instead of pressing other. You may be compelled to press other, but your chances of being seen in general are less if you press other. What is your technique? Is it a doodle or sketch? Is it monochrome? Is it lineless? Is it flat color? Is it rendered? Is it pixel art, graphics, 3D render, or is it something else? This is also, in my opinion, why you should separate your flat colors and your rendered illustration services, because you cannot press... You cannot have two. You can't have two. Like how you can't have multiple of the style. So in my opinion, it's best to separate rendered and flat colored just so you can make that easier on yourself. And the service settings. Is it custom? Is it made from scratch? Are you doing it... You just doing it right then and there? Or is it personalized? Is it your character here? Are you using a template to do this commission? What is your communication style? Is it open communication where you show your work in progresses? Do you show updates whenever possible? Do you allow revisions whenever possible? Or is it a surprise me? Or, in other words, a skeb? There are no work in progress updates. And you only allow mistake fixes only. Hell, you may not even allow fixes in general. Those are that. And that's also shown at the very beginning. So that is basically everything for that section, in my opinion anyway. Next is the workflow, which is basically the queue. I need to spread this out, in my opinion, but I just shoved them all in there for now. So you got those, you got a section for another one, you got a section for another one. It's like, that's pretty straightforward, isn't it? I don't really need to explain this section. Your forms are just this. Right now you cannot organize this. So the ones at the bottom are the newest ones. And I need to reword that because that's gonna piss me off. There we go. Your policies are your TOS and TOU. If you do custom character designs, you'll need one for custom character designs. Duh. You bet. Is it obvious from in general that I have a tendency to just fuck up sometimes and not even realize it? There we go. Now that's your services or commission section. Next is your shop. This is all orders in general from your shop. And unlike your wallet, I can actually show it because it's not going to risk showing PayPal receipts or anything like that. But as you can tell, boom, shop, orders, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that's blinding and I hate it, so don't worry. I hate it too! Now, the shop section. This one's much more easier, in my opinion, than... more straightforward. Unless the services was also straightforward to you, then flip-flop, I don't know. Now, you can put a lot of things here, but I'm mainly just putting emotes, bases, and mainly adoptables. now it's the same with the services, with details, name, how much it costs. Do you want to do a pay what you want sort of system? You can do personal, monetized, and commercial. You can add extras if you want to. I don't. Like, you pay that much, you get in all free, honey. And media, which is basically, what are they getting? Show an example. Like, is it an adopt? Show it like this. Give it a watermark, obviously, or just show it in some sort of display where they can't just easily screenshot it. Now, the thing is, VGen, you can't copy images, thankfully. So you can't copy and save images from VGen. Like, are there any stuff for the adoptable? Does it have any extras? Just show it, stuff like this. You can add it for carousel and gallery. Carousel is what I use in general, especially if it's multiple artworks. I'll show it. Or you can press the arrows, and in my opinion is a lot more cleaner. Gallery is where you can just scroll down and you can't press arrows. So imagine this, and then like scroll down, and then there's like 3 other things. Continuing on. Obviously, your description. Right now, there's not a section for terms of use or terms of service when it comes to adopts, so you have to put it in your description right now. Additional details. What else do you get in this thing? What do you get from this product? In my case, I showcase everything that comes with the adoptable. In this case, there's a full body reference. In this example that I'm using, there's a chibi reference, which uses a free-to-use base by someone else on VGen, which is Windrea, a rendered profile picture, and a rendered illustration. Again, you can use discounts, and a bundle is something else that I'll get to very soon, and you can do additional settings, publicly show the number of sales on your product page, and exclude sale tax. I don't even bother with that one. I don't know what the fuck that means. And of course, search tags for the shop search area. Yes, I'm having to take drinks while talking. Yeah. Obviously, again, with the section on the left, you can put it in folders, you can put it in sold out, published, which sold out is basically another variation of closed, but you can't wait. It's basically like, it's not coming back, it's sold out. Unlisted, which is the same as the services. Draft mode, which is the same with the services version. Preview, which is a completely different thing. And which is what this coming soon section is about, which you can see right here. You can't see a price. Like with these ones, you see a coming soon. Instead of, oh, you can buy this, you get a get notified. And as you can tell here, some of these sections have work in progresses because this isn't complete. There we go. This isn't a complete adoptable, but you can put them for previews to see if people like them. I don't know if you get notified. I don't know if you do. And honestly, I don't care. But you can have them there. And of course, you can showcase stuff while you're going. In my case, that's what I'm doing. I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. Suffer. With one of a kind, it never restocks after selling out, and it's stuck at 1. Hence the name one of a kind. And you can link commission services, which is basically your services. If they like it, they can check it out. Same thing with the mark for sensitive content. Believe me, I have seen some things. Ooh-wee mama. And again, with the search category, you'll get it immediately when you make the product. Category, type it out. Character design in this question. what is the character design in question? Is it human? Is it human-like? Is it an anthro? Is it mecha? Is it something else? The characteristics, is it female, male, non-binary, elderly, or is it a closed species? Very, very random amount. Like, why is there elderly and not young? Is it just a design, or does it come with extra things? Are you the original creator, or are you just the current owner? What vibe does it give off? I don't understand this one either. You can always just press other if you don't understand it. Technique. Same with the services. I always just press this one. Easy. Now, there's deliverables. Because unlike services where it's a commission, with this one, when you buy it, you get everything with it already. You can't do those, oh, if you buy this in advance, I'll finish making it adoptable, which I don't fucking understand those. Yeah. This is something that has to be done already when it's published. So, as you can tell, all the images that come with it, the reference, the chibi, the profile, the illustration, you can also put the Google document for your terms of use as a reminder, as I've done. You can also put, if you use Toy House and you've done a folder for the adoptable, you can link it there just in case the person buying it has a Toy House and they want to have the folder instantly. You can give a custom thank you message. Do not question how I write. This is just how I write. These are also instructions that you can do. In my case, I'm just instructing what to do if they do have a Toy House account and to not make a new one because there is already a folder, and of course the licenses, which is basically a thing that I have done. These are add-on files for customers who ordered this specific license. So if they got personal only, they'll have specific stuff. If they got monetized only, they'll have specific stuff. And again, with the merchandise thing. In my case, I just did license reminders. Which is basically like, oh, you bought this adoptable for personal use, monetized / branding use, or merchandise use. But since I allow all free, it's basically just like, hey, just reminding you, you've got all free. Don't worry. Now, there is an alternate variant when it comes to products, which is the advanced mode. And these are batches, which right now we use for adoptable batches. Or other stuff. But I use it for adoptable batches. And you can do 5 variants. You can have them linked to each one. So, if we go to said batch... There we go. If I press Zombie Lady, boom, it's gonna go to that specific area. Black Cat, boom. Harpy, boom. Moon Lady, boom. The chorus, boom. But the issue with this right now is that if it's one of a kind and it's bought, it's going to instantly go into sold out. So you're going to have to quickly put it back into published and open. So people can buy the others, if that's the case. But that's basically the same thing. And of course, there's sections for you can make stuff free to use. And there's like categories for bases, brushes, emotes, and stuff. Now, the bundles section, you can put multiple stuff together and give it a bundle discount. In this case, putting 2 adopts together, giving a bundle discount of £25.87. Originally from £57.50. And you can do this with anything. You can also do it with free to use stuff, which will make it free the entire time, so it's just funny doing this. which is sad because yeah, it doesn't do anything, but it's funny. It's just funny seeing 80% off for free shit. But that's everything in your artist dashboard. Now, the section that I should actually talk about now, because it's its own thing in general, is the quests, which is also in your artist dashboard. The first thing that you get is personalize your profile. A great first impression is one of the most important factors when it comes to getting commission requests. Now you just need to update your profile picture, update your profile banner, add a bio, and add a minimum of 2 social links. And then you need to manually complete it if I'm correct. Next up is commission grand opening. These ones you also need to manually complete, because they don't do it automatically. This one is to make your commission services discoverable on VGen. If you don't do it, they're not discoverable. I'm sorry, mate. So you need to do this. Get ready for commissions, which is this. Add 2 services, add 5 portfolio showcases, link 2 portfolio showcases to existing services, and connect PayPal and or VGen payments. PayPal, obvious. VGen payments, you use Stripe for. And the second section is help clients find you, which is add your VGen link to your Twitter bio card, Instagram, Blue Sky. Tag all your services, which I have shown you already. Tag all your showcases, which you do in portfolio. And make sure all sensitive content is properly tagged. When that's done, this will be completed. And then you'll get verified, which is the way and the only way to get unlimited services, unlimited portfolio, priority discovery. You'll be able to get invite codes so you can get your friends or people you trust in general, be able to sell on VGen, and more. You'll also get this little cute blue badge next to your name. You need a minimum of 10 followers. You need free commission reviews from different clients. You can't use the same one multiple times, I'm sorry. You need to have a 4.6 plus artist rating. And as you can tell, those ones, depending on luck, quite easy, especially the 10 followers. If you ask in the VGen server for follow to be able to get verified, people are very nice there when it comes to that, and I like helping people, which is why I have so many followers and why I'm following so many people, because we do follow because we're just helping each other, even though I technically don't need it. I just like to help. The most complicated one, in my opinion anyway, unless you're just really lucky or already really popular when it comes to your art, is the $100 USD commission earnings in the last 30 days. If that 30 days hits, then the money from that 30 days vanishes. Not all of it, but that section. So you could have like this amount and then it would partially just remove 30, for example. Now you're stuck at 22. But in my opinion, this is the most complicated one, especially if you don't get commissions a lot like me. So you're just suffering. But there is also a completely different section for shop, where you can get unlimited shop listings, priority discovery for your shop products, and more, as well as a star seller badge, which is that orange one. But if you get verified artist and a star seller badge at the same time, then you'll get like a gift badge where it flips from blue to orange, which I think is really cute. The first one in general though is your shop grand opening. If you want your shop products discoverable on VGen search in general, then this is something that you need to manually do. Get ready for orders, which is list 2 products. They must not be sold out, unlisted, or drafted. Link relevant commission services to those products, and of course connect PayPal or VGen payments. The second one is tag all your products, make sure all sensitive content is properly tagged, and share your shop link to your social bios, and or pinned posts. When those are manually completed, then you'll be able to be discoverable in the VGen section. And then the second one is Get Your Star, which is the star seller for unlimited shop listings, etc. This one, though, isn't permanent. You need to keep this up. You must maintain these requirements in order to keep this status. Unlike verified artist, this one is not permanent, just to prove that you are indeed good in the shop. I'm guessing it's because with verified, the staff of VGen need to verify you manually, but with Star Seller, they can't do that, so it's temporary. I'm guessing that. With this one, you need 5 product sales, or 2 one-of-a-kinds in the last 30 days. The next one is the $50 USD shop earnings in the last 30 days, and despite it not being 100, depending on how much you price certain things, it will be either hard or easy. And also depending on if your stuff is popular in the shop. 2 shop reviews from different customers in the last 30 days, and a 4.7 plus shop rating instead of the 4.6 plus artist rating, which is very fucking confusing in my opinion. Like, why is it one higher? And obviously these ones, well, they're not accessible. They're a coming soon thing. Now, before I end this video, it's already an hour long basically, but I want to go over something very important in my opinion for the people paranoid like yours truly. And that is settings. Now, before you all freak, don't worry. When it comes to this is very easy. Go into your settings and go into notifications. If you do not want to have your hopes up and you have free to use stuff and you don't want to get your hopes up, then you can easily just turn off the notification for shop stuff that is free orders. If they buy it for free, you can just turn off that notification and you will never get it. And in my opinion, do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. And the second one that's very important, very much, especially if you're worried about guest accounts, go on to safety in your settings and you will see this section. Commissions. Allow requests from VGen users only. More protection against spam. While you won't be able to have more convenience for clients, it's easy to make a client account. And you don't need to worry about harassment or spam shit or anything like that in your requests for commissions. So if you get any form of bullshit like that, you can easily report the user because they're not a guest account. They have to have an account to do that BS. So, for me anyway, I just have the VGen users only, so you need to make an account. And it's the same for shop. If you scroll down a bit, yes, I have people blocked. Sue me. But there's also a variant for shop, which is basically the same thing. And it's very helpful, especially with people buying your adoptables and they do bullshit with it. So, yeah. And that is all I'm going to be saying for, like, how to set up your VGen. If you're an artist and everything, what each thing does as best as I can to describe it anyway. I'm not someone that's very good at explaining how to market yourself or how to, like, get clients all the time and, like, how to get commissions, how to market yourself. I don't know how to do that. If I knew how to do that, I would be verified by now, honey. I'd be verified. I'm just explaining, as of making this video, the current version of VGen, how to set up your account when you're selling and what each section does if you are confused. I'm hoping that this has been helpful for someone at least, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you want me to ramble about anything art related, that being help in any way that I know how to help, or just anything art related topics in general that isn't edited videos, because I don't know how to edit. This is all just completely raw footage. If you want to hear someone just ramble on with complete raw footage, then tell me in the comments below what you want me to ramble about art related, because I love rambling about art. If it wasn't obvious from this hour-long video of me just explaining each section on the VGen Artist and how to set up your account for dummies like me. Anyway, I hope you found this helpful in any form of way, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.